Okay, I hope you all enjoyed that warm up. We are going to move on now. And what I would like you to do is get a piece of paper and a pencil, or if you have crayons or anything that you can use to draw. We're going to draw a picture together. We are going to create a dance, but before we create the dance, we're going to create a picture so that we can guide ourselves through the dance. And the picture is going to be about springtime, because it is, well, it's almost Easter and Passover, and it's also almost springtime. And springtime brings new life and new beginnings. And a quick little story before we go on to the picture. I was walking in my neighborhood the other day, and I was trying to just invite in positivity, and I was feeling like I needed a pick-me-up, because as I mentioned before, these emotional roller coasters just we go up and down. I know I do. So I was just really feeling like I was wanting a pick-me-up, needing a pick-me-up, and I went into my garden and I saw this seed that I had planted a couple weeks ago is now a sprout, and I'll show you. So it was a grapefruit seed, and I planted it, and now it's a beautiful sprout. I couldn't believe it. I mean, I could, but I'd never done it before, and I wasn't really sure if I did it right, and then here we are. So that's a beautiful example of a new beginning, and it really did help me and give me a pick-me-up just that I needed. So that being said, I was very inspired to share with you a dance about new beginnings, a dance about starting as a seed and growing up into a sprout and then expanding up into a tree or a plant, but allowing ourselves to go through this transition of small little being into growing and expressing and experimenting with life, and then growing up even bigger and being able to move all around and express in big ways. So that's what our dance is going to be about today. So I'm going to show you my picture. And before I do, I'm going to tell you that with your paper, you're going to fold it into threes, because what we're learning today to create a dance is about beginning, middle, and end. Seed, sprout, tree. And so after you fold it into threes, you can open it up. And I've put mine this way. So I have beginning, middle, and end. My beginning, as you can see, here's my little seed. I start as a little seed, and then my movement squiggles and wiggles and squiggles and wiggles until it gets up to the dirt that it's about to break through, and it breaks through the soil. So that's the beginning of my dance. The middle of my dance is when I'm grown into a little sprout. And all these beautiful purple swirlies around the page are me investigating the new world that I've just popped into. I'm investigating the world. I have squigglies, and I go out into the world, and then I come back. I observe the space right around me, and all these little circles that go inward are me observing myself too. So that's the second part. That's the middle of my dance. And the third part of my dance, my paper has to flip this way. And it's my tree, and this is a pretty clear tree, but I did want to show you that my branches are the same color as when the sprout comes up out of the soil. And the branches are big, and they even flow onto my middle page. And it's just this big tree that is more expressive, and I have branches that are straight out, I have branches that are squigglies, I have branches that flow. It's all different expressions of when you're a big tree. And I would just like to invite you to draw these three parts of your own dance. Okay, so here's the picture, and now we're going to move on, and we're going to create the dance based on this picture. And I'm going to see if you can all notice how your picture creates your movement. So here we go.